Alright, this is going to be a quick build guide video for the Backfire PVE Darkzone build for the season Into the Dark. This build is going to focus on high survivability with decent damage because of all the recent gear set nerfs. Running high-end builds, all brand sets, is actually the benefit. The key item that I'm going to be using is the Backfire with damage targets out of cover rolled on the third. You can literally use anything of preference as your secondary weapon. I find myself never using it, but right now I'm running a SAS G12 with Brazen. Using the Quick Step for 6% movement speed in the Dark Zone due to the nerfs. I'll be running Ninja Bike Backpack on this build to get my 3 core attributes, but as well to get 2 bonuses on each brand set piece. I'm running Hollow Man's Mask for the health damage, as well as the hazard and weapon damage on the brand set. And I have a bleed resistant mod that gets me to 100% bleed. 0 Fs on the chest piece with hazard protection on it to get me up to 90% hazard protection. Perfectly Unbreakable is 50% armor on a 55-second cooldown, which is still amazing. I'm running a Royal Works glove just for the mag size on the 2-piece for the brand set, running that with hazard protection as well. I'm running Walker and Harris on my holster, weapon damage, damage to armor on the brand set, hazard protection as well. And for my knee pads, I'm running Sokolov, hazard protection, and then I get the SMG damage and crit damage on that brand set. Feel free to mix and match your holster, gloves, and knee pad on this build, and your goal will hit 55% crit chance and try to get 100% bleed resistance. Thanks to the Ninja Bike Backpack, I can run 5 blues and a red on this build and still get a tier 6 shield. And for my second skill, I use a Reviver Hive just for the extra survivability in the Dark Zone. Currently, I'm running the Gunner subclass, and that's just mainly for the 10% armor on kill. For the seasonal modifiers, currently I have my sample size maxed out, so I'm getting all of the buffs inside of the PVE Darkzone. For my active modifier, I'm running Numa, which basically just whenever you pop it, you're doing more damage per kill, which is nice. For my passive modifiers, I'm using Sand and Stone for the 30% hazard protection and an increase to my armor per hazard. Contagion, which is actually one of the best perks this season, giving you 40% amplified damage to targets nearby. Currently I'm using an SMG, so it fits perfectly with that role. And finally I'm running Inoculated, which allows me to survive twice as long without getting the toxic debuffs currently in the PVE Dark Zone. Currently I'm sitting at 58% crit chance, right under the cap, and 132 crit damage. I'm getting an additional 120 crit damage from the talent on the Backfire as it ramps up. Currently I'm sitting right under 2.3 mil armor, and I have 90% hazard protection, 100% bleed resistance. That's because of the 10% mod I have on my mask. Again, with all the nerfs to gear sets and talents this update in the PVE Dark Zone, it seems like running a bunch of brand sets is the way to go and getting your damage from that. So just checking out the damage inside of the firing range, I'm just shy of 1,000 RPMs with the Backfire with the seasonal modifier activated, and I can pull almost about 10 mil, and this is without prototype gear or oddness. Just showing how season modifier Contagion works. You see the red and white marker over an enemy's head. When you get a kill within 10 meters, you trigger the first contagion, and it will spread to the closest target over and over again, and that's why I'm able to just beam these targets in a heroic landmark. So that's about it for this video. I left a couple of clips of me doing heroic landmarks and hunter kills here in the Darkzone solo, even at 500 toxicity meter on the top left as well. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and if you have any questions or want some clarification on the build, leave a comment and I'll address it as soon as I can. Have a good day.
I'm taking you out.
Detonated gear detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected.
Air delivery service inbound.
Extraction. System prepared. System restored. Contaminated gear detected. Engaging landmark. Incoming hostiles detected.
You're a hard out.
Contaminated gear detected.
What are you? You're gonna be sorry.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Here comes a grenade!
Contaminated gear detected. Landmark has been cleared.
chopper on the way.
Extraction. Go forward. System malfunctioning. Hostile incinerator turret detected. System forward. Contaminated gear detected.